In the announcement, the president outlined his three main reasons for the pardons.
There are thousands of people who are convicted for marijuana possession who may be denied employment, housing, or educational opportunities as a result of that conviction. My pardon will remove this burden on them. Second, I'm calling on all governors to do the same for state marijuana possession offenses. Third, the federal government currently classifies marijuana as a Schedule I substance, the same as heroin and LSD, and more serious than fentanyl. It makes no sense. So I'm asking the Secretary of Health and Human Services and the Attorney General to initiate a process to review how marijuana is scheduled under federal law.
Meanwhile, Adelup says it is already working on a local pardon process, which Governor Leon Guerrero announced back in April. And the author of Guam's marijuana legalization laws, Senator Clint Rigel, and longtime pro-cannabis activist John Savares, who is running for senator, also welcomed the news.
I'm 100% certain the federal government will legalize cannabis one day. It's just a question of when, and we're seeing it begin to happen now.
Rigel was especially glad to hear that marijuana could potentially be removed from the federal controlled substances list.
Once it's taken off the federal schedule, that just completely opens the door, opens the floodgates, if you will, for all banking and all financial services to be able to accept cannabis proceeds.
Savares says the federal government needed to, quote, rectify the injustice and keep in step with the 47 states that have legalized medical marijuana and the 18 that have also legalized recreational pot use.
It's about time the movement is moving forward. We see it. It's just getting the federal government. Now this is moving in the right direction to get the rest of the nation aboard.
He says the pardons will help those people who might want to get into the industry but may run into an obstacle with cannabis convictions.
And this is one of the things that I'm looking to do and ensure that we adjust in the current rules and regulations and statutes that we have to include and this is kind of why I'm running. But if the president can push this out before the end of the year, this is one less thing for us to fix in the legislature.
For KOM News, I'm Nestor Lecanto.